Hi, this is Hanegraaff, president of the Christian Research Institute and host of the Bible Answer Man broadcast with another Hank Unplugged short. I'm sitting in my office looking at USA Today. In today's edition, the Monday edition, there are pictures of all 13 U.S. service members who were killed in a suicide bombing in Afghanistan. The first two pictured are David Espinoza and Nicole Gee, but all 13 are pictured, and there's a description of each one of these service members who were killed, who were murdered. And as I look at these pictures, I cannot help but wonder what would cause someone to not only blow up these service members, but myriad others. What would cause someone to be willing to blow themselves up and to kill so many others in the process? Well, I picked up my Qur'an. It's laying open before me even as I speak. Women are promised to suicide bombers as soon as they depart this life. And the women are houris who do not sleep, get pregnant, menstruate, spit, blow their noses. They never get sick. And they are created specifically as a reward for males of the Muslim community who have been faithful to Allah. The descriptions in the Quran are most certainly intoxicating. These virgins are described as chaste, with glancing eyes like pearls, intended as a reward. They're good, they're lovely, they're buxom, they're virginal. I just mentioned that I have my book open in front of me because in my book, I give references from the Quran, descriptions of these houris. And there's a note which says a 14-year-old would-be Palestinian suicide bomber told the troops who disarmed him, "Blowing myself up is the only chance I've got to have sex with 72 virgins in the Garden of Eden." Another 14-year-old explained how a jihadist recruiter enticed him to join the jihad in Iraq. Quote, "He told me about paradise, about virgins, about Islam." Tragically, most Muslims, like these young Islamic jihadists, are blithely unaware that the sensual visions of paradise that inflame and inform their lusts emanate from the fertile imaginations of people, even cultists. Islam did not arise in a vacuum. These fertile imaginations are part and parcel of a bankrupt Zoroastrian eschatology. As I said, I have my Qur'an open in front of me, Qur'an 37:48, quote, "Theirs will be maidens of modest gaze with lustrous eyes." And then in the footnote, you're afforded other references to the maidens who await the righteous in paradise. There's a whole list of them. One comes from Qur'an 38:52, where they're described as having modest gaze. In other words, they look upon none other but those who died in the service of Allah. Qur'an 78:33 is the last of the long list, where these houris are described as buxom maidens of like age, in other words, of a similar age to those who died in the suicide bombings, the jihadists. That age is typically rendered around 33. So the jihadists are doing for a lie what oftentimes Christians are not willing to do for the truth. The only answer to an advancing Islam is a Christ-centered Christianity, a Christianity that advances not by sword or suicide bombing, but by word. So long for now.